Oh yeah, hi everyone. So I'm back and I'm about to do my video on derma rolling. I have just cleansed my face. This is a new cleanser for me. Haven't used it before. It's Eve Lom, and I think I received it from one of my beauty subscription boxes. If you like Decleo, Elemis, Emma Hardy, any of those types of products, you will love this because it's the same kind of aromatherapy balm. You put it on, it's an oil, and as in aromatherapy oil, has very tiny little grains in it, so it's exfoliating at the same time. My skin actually feels amazing, but I'm still going to Derma Roll because I haven't done it in, as I say, ages. But just to return my skin to its normal pH, I, as always, put on my Elemis Soothing Apricot Toner. Always use that, can't be without it. I'm deciding to do this downstairs because it's only me and the dogs this evening, and I've got the telly on in the background, and if I go upstairs and I take particularly one of the dogs, Nobby, I think it's bedtime and it's not. So right, that's that. Now I'm going to start with my derma rolling. If you haven't already seen one of my videos with me doing this before, the size of the needles are 0.5 millimeters. So it says it on there, look. Okay. I have already sterilised this, which is why I've spritzed my steriliser all over it, which is why it's a bit wet. If I do that, maybe if I go to the side, there you go. Where's the camera there? You might be able to see, excuse my bags. Where am I? There I am. Am I there? Where am I? There I am. Gosh, I don't think that's in focus now. But if I do that, there you go. You can see at the bottom, can you see the little needles? They are all the way around this. So what I do is I do it all over my face, including my lips. Now with derma rolling, you are supposed to do it in 4 different directions in every area of your face. So for example, the chin, forehead, cheeks, nose. You just go over 4 different ways, and I'll show you how I do that. And the idea with derma rolling is that you are actually self-inflicting injury onto the skin because you're putting these tiny little needle pricks into your skin, and because you're going in 4 different directions, you're kind of putting them everywhere. But by doing that, you are prompting your skin to make and to stimulate. Billy, come here. Sorry, just wondered what the dog was doing. To stimulate more collagen. So that's the theory behind it, and it's also what happens in practice. I absolutely love doing it, but I haven't done it, as I say, for a little while because I've had a few problems with my skin, and I now put it down to one of the products I've been using, so I'm not going to use that anymore. But yeah, let me just crack on then, and I'll get on and do it. It doesn't hurt. I actually like the feeling. It's just like tiny little pins and needles, I suppose. But I feel it's doing something, so that's probably why I don't mind. And then your skin does get a little bit red. Sometimes you might have the odd little tiny speck of blood if you've gone a little bit deep, but generally this size you don't. So I'll get cracking on my cheek then, okay? So I'm going this way first. You do it all over. Oops, I'm doing this in my viewfinder, so I have got a mirror down here if I need it, but I'll try to just do it in the viewfinder. So you go that way, you go that way. Obviously you do avoid the eye area, and then you go that way. And then you go that way. So basically you're just going in 4 different directions on every area. So now I'm going to do this side. It feels, I can't explain what it feels like. Wow, if ever you've had one of those weird contraption things where you kind of run this wire thing up your face to pull the hairs out. If you can tolerate that, it is nowhere near as bad as that. I can't even tolerate that. They are terrible. So yeah, just do this, different directions, as I say, up and down the face, until you feel that you've worked each area as you want to. Now I'm going to go over the chin, go under the jawline, I'm going to go up, and I'm going to go that way. Now I have lines here, as probably a lot of us do when we get to our 60s. So I'm going to go over those, try and get some more collagen into that. Nobby's making a noise because he wants to go to bed. Can't go yet, not late enough. This side, so as you see, it doesn't actually take very long to do this. And afterwards, your skin just feels tingly and fresh. It's just lovely. So I'll go over the top of my lip now. Some people choose not to do that. But I like to. I do very slightly on my nose because it kind of is a bit uncomfortable on the bone, but the nostrils are a bit more fleshy. I don't concentrate on my nose too much. Let's just do that a little bit. Now onto my forehead. So I'll concentrate, I've got hair there, concentrate more here. Now, what you don't ever do is share your Derma Roller with anyone. It is purely for you only, for your own use. So yeah, it goes without saying, doesn't it, for hygiene reasons. And if you do have any breakouts, then don't use it at those particular times as well. Because if you do have any breakouts, then you are likely to be able to possibly spread them over your face. You don't want to do that. So, right, so I'm going to just go different directions on my forehead. I really like to concentrate here on these areas because I seem to have quite a few age spots there. So I'm trying to get a bit more collagen there. Now here on my 11s, as you can see, they're quite bad. So I'm really going to concentrate on those as an individual thing as opposed to part of my forehead. I just really want to work that. And I'm going to go side to side this way. That way. That way. You can feel it sort of going into the skin and almost making little piercing noises, but I just really like it. I feel it really does benefit my skin. So that's my face done. I do just very gently go down to my neck. I don't do an awful lot on my neck, but I feel that trying to get a bit more collagen into the neck is a good thing, always. So I just kind of just do it a couple of times on my neck. Now this is where I concentrate on my lips. Now when I was younger I had really quite full lips, and I still do have fairly decent lips, particularly my bottom one, but as we age we tend to lose like the outline of our lip, and sometimes it's the top lip that tends to come down and it becomes a bit thinner. Now, as I started to age, this side of my lip has been okay, but I've noticed this side has kind of thinned that a little bit more. So I've been working when I do my derma rolling, I do it here on my lips, and I have noticed a huge improvement. So if that is something you want to consider doing, just wondered if I caught that then. Right, so here I go on my lips, doesn't hurt at all. And also, if you suffer with dry lips, like I do, this actually does help. Right, so I really concentrate here on this side. I really kind of just go a little bit more on this side here, because that's the side I want the collagen to really come and plump up that side of my lip. Now I go over the whole lips. And that is it, that's done. So I will take this upstairs, give it a wash, put it in, we'll spray some more steriliser on it, put it back into its container until next time. So yeah, that's it. I've derma rolled. Let me just check myself in the mirror. Yeah, here you can see here, got a couple of little tiny bloody spots here where I've gone a bit harder there, but it doesn't hurt at all. My face now feels, kind of just feels alive. It's tingling, the blood is rushing to the skin, and that is where it starts to promote the increase in collagen into your skin. So now what I'm going to do, where is my, okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mix some vitamin C drops and some Retin A into the palm of my hand to put onto my skin. Now sometimes I apply collagen directly onto my skin. I have a great big thing of collagen upstairs, and sometimes to help the promotion of collagen I put that into my skin. So just waiting for this to drop out. Takes ages this to come out, but as I say, this is the vitamin C. You can use this neat on the face as well. It's really great. There we go, that'll do. And then I just warm the product up in my hand, and then I just put it all on. And I can feel it. It's not hurting, but it just feels like it's being sucked in. And I just know that I've just done my skin a lot of good by doing this. Any product remaining on my hand, I just put down the back of my neck and over my décolleté. Right, and then the final thing that I do is put my eye cream on. This eye cream I actually purchased in Santorini, and it is amazing. In fact, I've never actually used an eye cream as good as this. Okay, I'll show you the box. It's called White Donkey. That's what the box looks like. You can't buy it, you can't even buy it online. So the only way I'm able to actually repurchase this is to go back through to the salon that I purchased it in Santorini, and they said that they would ship some over for me. So inside it looks like that, and it's very, as you can see, it's very kind of almost liquidy, but it contains donkey's milk, and I have never used a product as good as this on my eyes ever. Ever. And they did everything in the range. They